Welcome to the NASCAR Talk. I'm Nino, the greatest, the undisputed, the champ. You already know with my Knicks gear today, Kyle Larson. Obviously, you can know why Kyle Larson, but the Knicks are one game away from going into round two. Anyways, what's up, Matt? How you doing?
Well, we'll see if they even make it out of the second round.
Yeah. They haven't made it a second round in 30 years. I've been hearing this for a long time. I know.
Hey, best chance they had to win a championship in the modern era was with Carmelo Anthony, but we ain't talking about those days.
We're
This
talking
is
about
NASCAR.
Dega. This is Dega weekend,
Yeah, just like what's his name dropping them daggers on the Knicks last. I'm just kidding.
Last night we won, buddy.
Hey, it was drop. I don't know. I don't watch basketball that much anymore. The Spurs, they're a thing of the past right now.
Anyways, yeah, a lot of things happened this weekend, good and bad, I guess you can say. Good, yeah. I guess now, Cletus McFarland can all of a sudden say he's a NASCAR driver now because he finished in the top 10 in an ARCA Menard series.
I mean, hey, he's racing on a Saturday, so I mean, more than what we're doing. We're racing
Mm,
on a video game on Friday night.
That's what I'm
Uh,
saying. We haven't even done that in a minute.
yeah, I know. I just play, SmackDown versus, well, no, sorry, WWE 2K25 now. I'm
Oh, okay.
I'm so used to SmackDown versus Raw. I'm so old school, man.
Bro, you want to call me old school? I got the original Xbox and I got Raw, WWF Raw.
Yeah. I mean, I've still have my old PlayStation 2 I brought out just for the old NASCAR games. That was about it
That's what I
because
did
I
with the,
sold,
that's what I did with the Xbox. Yep.
yeah, I sold all the old WWE games and stuff like that, but I still play NASCAR '07, greatest game of all time, my opinion.
Yes, the
My
best game
opinion.
of yep. With
Uh,
Frankie Benjamin. Anyways,
yeah.
yeah, so yes, Cletus McFarland, P10, and then Isabella Robusto actually was the highest female finish at Talladega now with P3.
Oh yeah, Sheldon Creed's sister. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm like,
I can't hate
huh?
on him. I saw the memes this weekend and I was like, "Are you what? Really?"
Man, I'm disappointed with the ending of the Xfinity series, man. Like, I watched bits and pieces. I didn't watch the whole thing because I was helping my sister, but I watched bits and pieces. I knew what was going on. Uh, again, Catherine got involved. It wasn't her fault. Wasn't her fault. And she started off well, actually. She started in 27th.
Wow. Better than how Larson started on Sunday.
And we had this close for hitting a Jordan Anderson win on Saturday until, NASCAR. Button, button, button.
I 100% agree with NASCAR's decision on this, and I think this is where we'll butt heads a little bit. I mean, I get that there's just the amount of inexperience that is racing on Saturday. Yes, Zillage was out of the way. He was way out of the way. He hit the wall, and that's something else I want to get into when we get to the Cup Series side. Just remind me about Zillage's wreck and how it compares to Christopher Bell's.
Hmm.
Um, that yellow flag that they threw, I think it was just due to the inexperience. Plus, they were still three wide. Those kids would know, okay, spotters are up there. And these are like young spotters, young crew chiefs that are trying to get their start in Cup, get up to that Cup Series. They're going to be like, go, 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 go. Yellow's going to come out. Yellow's going to come out. And then you're going to see people doing moves they shouldn't. And then we'll see a big ass
I
wreck.
mean, there's just some Cup Series spotters on that team, like Eddie DeHaan, Coleman Presley.
Well, I'm just saying, in like a general aspect, these guys are going to be like, go, go. Yellow's going to be out. Yellow's going to come. Yellow's going to drop. And then they're just going to race super hard. And what's the worst thing you want to see? Another car
Listen,
wreck.
it could be anybody else. It could be anybody else. It's just a coincidence that you see two of the RCR cars going for the lead, and it's just button, button, button.
Okay, so
Pop made that button call. Button.
what if that was Shane Van Gisbergen that spun out, but Kyle Larson was there in front? You'd be screaming for that yellow flag to come out, and then we'd be pissed. The NASCAR is the most hypocritical
Listen,
sport
I'll be
out
the
there.
same way though. Like, just keep going, keep going, keep going. Because
I mean,
because what happened? Look what happened with the whole Atlanta for the same reason. They press
mhm.
button, button, button. But
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
I'm smacking tables today with because I'm NASCAR today. I see little thing, ball caution, caution.
I agree. I agree with NASCAR's call on that. I don't want to see a massive ass wreck because that's how all Talladega races are. It was different. Like on Sunday, we didn't see yellow flag, which we'll get to. It was good to see
As
a
much as
clean
people want to
finish for
complain
once.
about that. Yes, as much as people
Hmm.
want to complain about that. Look, honestly, that was the best thing that happened on Sunday. Nope. Nobody wrecked each other. Nobody killed
Yeah,
each other.
I think
Now, but
Tony Stewart's secretly running the sport. I mean, hear me out. Hear me out. He got his green flag finish. He don't want to see all these race teams wreck up $500,000 worth of cars at Talladega. Might as well put him in a figure eight if that's what the fans want to see. I'll never forget that interview.
I
But
remember
I mean,
that.
that was my take on it. It sucks. Zilich was up there majority of the day. He was up there, but also
I was
I think he got.
this close to saying he's gonna win on ovals. But honestly, again, I've been telling you this every single week. He's actually pretty decent in ovals.
I mean, anybody's decent if they could stay in the draft and block cars.
I'm talking about in non-super speedways too, though. He's been up
Well,
there
I'm
majority.
just
Yeah, you know.
saying. I'm just saying. Yesterday, he did receive a bad push, which that comes back to the inexperience of the Xfinity
That
field.
was Jesse Love.
hmm Which I mean, he's learning from the super speedway master.
The
Okay,
merchants, the super speedway merchants.
no, not merchant, baby, master, master. You got to get that right. You got the freaking first letter right with that M.
No, he is the all super speedway merchant. Austin Hill is a super speedway merchant.
He is the master now, sir. He has solidified that. He is the
Literally, I think
final
it's
boss.
the all-time Xfinity wins now on the Xfinity and the super speedway. Actually, yeah, that's
which is
crazy.
which is great. I mean, but he's coming into an era that has two more super speedways as well.
Yes, exactly.
But hey, besides the point, Connor Zilich did amazing. Jordan Anderson racing this close. Who was it that was up there? Who was it driving that? Was it the 27 car?
Yeah, Jeff Burton, and you know who
Oh,
finished in the
Jeb
top,
Burton.
and you know who finished in fifth?
Harrison Burton.
No, did Matty Benedetto.
Oh, Matty D
It was an all
resurgence.
Chevys 1 through 7. Your boy Blaine Perkins with a P7 finish.
Oh my gosh, I wish I paid attention more. No, I just watched the ending. I was out with my wife all weekend on
Anthony
vacation.
Alfredo finished in sixth.
Oh,
Harrison
damn.
Burton finished in eighth. Sheldon Creed ninth. Daniel Dye P10.
I mean, that racetrack is kind of his playing stomping ground. That's where he got into Matt Crafton, and Crafton, corrected him, told him
Mm-hmm.
the right way to run the track.
Honestly, again, another William Sawaller's disappointing outing though. This is just getting too much.
Yeah, didn't he have like didn't he get involved in a wreck early on?
Yeah,
I had a lot of potential on him this year. Not gonna lie,
I did,
I had
I
a.
did, and I didn't. I did because again, I thought JGR's prodigy. You're going straight from Xfinity to from truck to Xfinity.
Mhm.
I feel like I feel like last year the reason why the hype died, Connor Zillage, because he was supposed to be, but Connor Zillage is coming in now. The hype of Connor Zillage should have been William Sawalage until Connor Zillage came into the scene. That's
Uh,
what I see.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, Connor's still got a lot to prove. Yeah, he was up there all day, but I mean, it's a super speedway. Yeah, he's showing up on ovals. Definitely showing up on ovals. He will get his win this year. I
Yeah, he will
100% believe it.
definitely. I'd
But
say that with his other teammate, Carson Quapple, who's gonna complete. He's gonna win. He's gonna win the season, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you
mhm.
right now, he's gonna have a win.
Carson's going to be that guy that shows up at the end of a race that you least expected, like a
Hmm.
Jesse Love almost.
Yep. But they're gonna be off. They got one more week, and then they're gonna be off for 2 weeks.
Well, that's good. That's good. We get to see some Xfinity. What about trucks? Trucks start
Uh,
next week?
yeah, this Friday.
Okay.
I'll be on the flight to Jersey, so hopefully I can catch the race.
And they're at Texas.
I
Texas.
might not be able to watch much on Texas, but I would definitely keep an eye on it, obviously.
I'll be definitely watching Cup. I don't think I'll be watching the trucks. I just I've been trying. I've been trying to watch all this other stuff this year just to make you happy.
Hey, it's not my fault,
I just it's not like it used to be, man. It's really
All I
not.
know is, all I know is, man. But let's move on to Sunday. Before we say anything, bro, it's about time. This man got his due. He was due. I said it last night. He was due for a win. He was finally due for a win. And he finally got the win.
What about Austin Cindric?
Yes, sir.
He won the first ever next gen. Well, was it the first next gen race?
Yeah.
Yeah, he won the first next gen race at Daytona
Yep.
500.
Yep.
So he got his win, and he had that
No, I'm
fuel
talking about this
race.
season.
Oh,
This
this
season,
season, this
this
season. I thought
season.
you
I
were talking
told you
about.
that
I'm
was
like,
gonna
wait,
come.
what?
This season, I told you that was gonna come because He showed out in Daytona. He showed out in Atlanta. There was a couple races that he was actually pretty doing good. So it's
Oh
again, it
yeah,
was only a matter of time Austin Cindric won a race.
yeah. I
So the
mean, I
fact
think
that he was the first Penske driver to win it this no, I mean my bad, second Penske driver because Josh Berry won a race. I forgot about that.
it's awesome. I love it. I
But
love it. I
let's
always
not
forget that.
forget that he also had that minus 52, minus 50 points as well. So
Yeah, and
a
he's
lot of
back
things
up
have
to
been
I think
happening.
and he's back to 16th in the regular season standings, I believe,
That's
if I checked
crazy.
that right.
Let me
If I
check.
checked that right, I'm pretty
Austin
positive.
Cindric is 14 in the regular season now.
That was probably before the DQs came out last
Yeah.
night.
Yep.
He's doing fantastic. I mean, great season. I mean, what a great performance all around from everybody. Logano was up there. Byron led some laps. Larson came in with that stage one win. I mean,
Larson
holy
had the
crap.
most stage points out of anybody in that race because he finished in second too. So
Yeah, and that's the part I like the most. This year is the first year Larson's won hell a stage at a super speedway,
hmm
which I had to do some fact checking here.
yeah, I mean, ever since last year at Talladega, he's just been turning it up on super speedways again.
Mhm.
We're
Yeah,
not
I did.
seeing him getting wrecked. We're not seeing him being involved in shit that he shouldn't be involved in.
Hmm. Exactly. I had to do some stats here because I was curious who has the most wins in a super speedway race in the next gen era. It's actually William Byron. He won
Yeah,
two Atlantas and he won two Daytona 500s. And right
yeah,
behind him, and number two is Chase Elliott with an Atlanta and a Talladega win.
he does have an
Then you
Atlanta
have,
win. Oh yes, because of Kyle Corey Joyce dumbass.
hmm and then we got, oh gosh, it was Joey Logano next with two Atlanta wins. Ricky Stenhouse with the 23 Daytona
hmm
500 and the Talladega last year, and
Yep,
then Austin Cindric right behind him, and everybody else below them have single wins at all super speedways, which is
exactly.
freaking wild.
It's crazy that only one Ford. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Well, I know why one Ford finished in the top 10. Never mind. 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 We'll get to that in a minute. I'm just going through the order real quick.
Mhm.
But I'm looking at the races. Like everybody was like complaining. I'm like, bro, like, why are you complaining? Would you rather have a wreck fest and people actually getting hurt, or would you rather just clean race? I, Super speedway clean. I prefer it like that.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the Christopher Bell wreck. I really want to point this out because it shows the difference between the two cars. Zilic had a hard hit on the inside wall. Bro was down off the track.
hmm
Why does Bell, the cars that go slower, they were just coming out of the turn. I think it was on a restart too. He hits the dang wall and ends up damn near back on the track. Think
Yeah.
about that for a second. That's how different the two cars are. Like if the end of the Xfinity race, they threw the yellow, I could argue and I could be a hypocrite. I think they should have let him race as well. They should have raced. But in the Cup Series, that wouldn't have stood. If
No.
somebody wrecks like that now, and then watching Bell bounce up in the back onto the track, they're gonna have to throw yellow on
hmm
that one. And they have to. But that was a wild wreck. I feel bad for Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin being a menace to society like always. Dennis the Menace, and then cost Christopher Busher. He was up there too.
Chris Buescher too, bro. Yeah,
And
RFK, bro. RFK said I've had a horrible day yesterday. I
oh
mean,
yeah,
Brad Keselowski's washed. I'm gonna say it again. Again, I'm gonna
it wasn't
repeat
even
this.
his fault. That's what I'm starting to like. I
But
get
again,
people.
when it goes at the wrong place, the wrong time, you're gonna continue making the remarks because it just keeps happening to the same people, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but being old and being unlucky is different than being washed and being unlucky. Yes, I could say Brad has washed quite a bit in the past few years since he left Penske, to be honest, since the next gen era, to be honest.
Yeah, he hasn't been able
But
to hack the next gen era. He got one lucky win on the next gen era.
yeah, and I mean he's got the same luck as Kyle Busch. Wrong place, wrong time.
hmm
So I can't really, if we're not saying Kyle Busch is washed, we can't say Brad's washed because that hurts my heart seeing people say he's washed and he was caught up in Kyle Busch's nonsense, which I feel bad for Blaney. All Blaney fans need to be on like
Man,
watch here recently. We need to be checking on all Blaney
check on
fans.
me too because I like Blaney, but
DNFs all season, man.
man, what is going on with that man? That
And
team is just. It's not even him, bro. It's just what could go wrong, will go wrong with the 12
mm,
team, bro.
oh yeah, oh yeah. And then I just want to point out something else that was kind of big. Those two didn't seem like they had that much damage. It seems like they could have got that car fixed and back out
Mhm.
on track. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
but
Lars.
but what happened was with Blaney is the wheel on the car, bro, something broke in there.
Yeah, and they can fix
Once
that
that broke, yeah, but I guess they didn't. I don't know. I don't know. They can, you know.
because you can't tell me that Blaney had less damage than Larson at Darlington a few weeks ago. They could have had him out quicker, to be
Hmm.
honest. So, and I mean, same with Brad because Brad's car looked fine as well. And then,
Especially now, you can actually come back in to get some points. So,
yeah, none of them did that.
yep.
You know what? Hold on, timeout. Come back in for points. We're going to talk about what Larson did a few weeks ago. He was out there trying to get the fastest lap to get that playoff point. AJ Allmendinger creating that gap just so he could get the fastest lap. That is a whole different mindset out of AJ Allmendinger. Thinking outside of the box. I love
Actually,
it.
the fast lap of the race was from Michael McDowell, though. But yes,
So it was okay. At the time, it was AJ because he kept backing out, catching back up. But let's talk about some fast spaghetti.
actually, I want to talk about one driver that I've been talking. I thought I was going to tell you I was going to mention him last week, but
Mm-hmm.
he's turning heads.
Mm-hmm.
He's turning heads.
Yeah.
Ricky Stenhouse. Ricky Stenhouse is turning heads this season. Ricky
Oh yeah.
Stenhouse is only six. I think it was like 16 points below the cut line.
Yeah. He's been doing good since they split from JTG. Hayek Motorsports is doing
Seven. My
something.
bad. He's 7 points below the cut line in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
He's doing amazing this year. I mean, we said it all. I think we've said it every week. Ricky Stenhouse is turning heads. But
AJ Allmendinger too. AJ now he's +6 in the playoffs, so that tells you
yeah,
Kyle Busch is slowly crumbling down.
yeah. And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I think Fast Spaghetti needs a ride, a cup ride. He looked
Who?
really good out there. Fast Spaghetti,
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Fast
Bro,
Pasta, Fast Spaghetti.
Beard Motorsports never's up there. Never. Not with Austin
Never.
Hill, not with Jesse Love, not with maybe Parker Retzlaff for that one race. But Anthony
Mhm.
Alfredo coming in there doesn't race in the cup anymore. He hasn't raced a cup in 4 years.
And he's
Part-time.
logging lead laps, bro. Anthony Alfredo, he does those YouTube and TikToks and those
Hmm.
shorts where he practices around tracks telling people how to do it on iRacing. And I think it's working, man, because he's always
iRacing
using the next
coach.
gen card. Yeah, literally. But yeah, he was doing fantastic. But I want to get, since we're kind of going through the race itself, we talked
Yep.
about all the incidents. Let's talk about Bubba Wallace coming out and getting the stage 2 victory.
Yes, sir.
What a way to go. I
Yep.
mean, and then what's his name? Logano started crying about Austin doing something. I don't know what he was crying about. Keep
Why are
crying
you
harder, Joey.
keep
You won
crying,
the
brother?
race.
Why are you crying about your teammate, dog? That's your teammate. Are you good?
Yeah, your teammate's been better than you at super speedways in the
It's
next gen era. Damn, dude.
it's like, dude, like relax. Like, you're already down one leg. You're already
Hmm.
down one leg because your teammate is out of the race.
Yeah, you only have two others, but I think Barry got held up with a speeding
Hmm.
penalty like halfway through the race. And then they did 16 minutes, 4 wide. Bro, how those cars don't get squirrely.
All I know is that people are still complaining about this. People always have something to complain about, bro. Oh, because they're going 4 wide because they're saving fuel. First of all, I actually like the 4 wide racing. I think it's pretty awesome, to be honest with you.
I don't think they're saving that much fuel to begin with. That's just more fuel that's being wasted on the other two guys in the top two lines. And I will go on a limb and say the super speedway package needs a little bit of help just because that last run that they had was abysmal. At what I could see when Fox wasn't throwing cautions, I mean not cautions, commercials every single 5 laps.
I want to get on that, but I'm gonna let you talk first. So I'm not happy with this, by the way, too. But go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, they were just freight training. It seems like in the 2 wide racing at all super speedways minus Atlanta, the people that are behind the lead two cars, they can't make a move. I don't know if it's dirty air or if it's something, which I've been saying this for a while, watching all the flips, the nasty flips Priest has had, LaJoy had at Michigan. Take that underbody off because that would take away so much dirty air that I think they'd be able to make a move 100%. And I mean, we'll get into the finish in a minute, but what was it you had to say?
Fox is every 5 seconds, bro. Commercial, 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 side by side, side by side. Why are you doing this with 9 to go?
Yeah.
I looked at it like, why are you doing this with 9 to go? Like, are you
Yeah.
serious?
They had like 5 to go and they came back with 3 to go. Like, bro, what the hell are we doing? And then we had a battle for like the ages. Like literally, oh, no, 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 no. Let me back this up. Manufacture, what is that? Manufacture manipulation is what I want to say.
I'm pissed at Ross Chastain because on it again, Carson Hocevar
Oh,
would have been in the mix to win a race.
let's back this shit up real quick. Let's back it up to the all Toyota pit stop. Carson Hocevar came back. I think he was like in the middle of that pack.
No, he
I
was the
th-
lead pack of the Toyota pack.
no, 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 no. When they came in,
Oh, oh.
they took less fuel, in my opinion. I think they took less fuel so they could get out there, and they have to stay behind a Chevy. Because yes, what could all those Toyotas done? Jumped out there and got around it. But at that point in time, they can't lose time to the leaders that are catching up on them. And I
Hmm.
swear I thought I missed a pit stop because I didn't know when the Chevys fucking pitted. I know when the Fords came, but
No, Chevys were mixed. You were all over the place. That's why I said Carson Hocevar was pitting with the Toyota group, and Denny Hamlin
yeah,
was like a lap, half a lap or a lap
yeah, a
short or something
lap
like
and a
that.
half short. And I guess he had enough. I guess it was miscalculation because nothing came of it. But yeah, Hocevar was running that line. And you know for a fact, Chevy was telling Hocevar's team, do what you can to hold them back because after the pack got back together and
Hmm.
Ross Chastain threw that shitty ass block, all of the Toyota drivers at that point were 21st and below. And they were not a factor at all.
Yep.
And that's manufacturer manipulation
I mean,
at
the
its
Toyota. I
finest.
mean, technically, Toyota doesn't really have a freight train because Toyota had like not even Jimmy Johnson was there, so like 8 cars. You can't really. You can, but then I would say more or less on Ross doing that BS because it kind of killed Hocevar a little bit.
Yeah, because he came off a pit road and he was still going slow.
Hmm.
I mean, he went up high, and I remember you said something about, well, that's super speedway racing. I'm like, dude, just straight Kevin LePage, the Toyota group.
He said
He's like,
basically.
nah, nah,
I kind of missed the all manufacturers basically pit together. I kind of missed that, man.
dude, that
We
was a
stopped doing
wild
that a
time.
while. Yeah, that was the
Hmm.
Gen 6 era.
Yeah, they stopped doing that, but we start getting in closer towards the finish. Uh, it was
I was
really a
what
battle.
I was just waiting for one of these guys to just mess up already. I was just
Oh
waiting.
yeah, they were. Carson Hocevar was all over that track trying to make some type of move, but
Hmm.
nobody wanted to make a move with him. I'm surprised they didn't form a third line. I because when it came down to the 60 and it came down to the two, that was like the last what 9 laps. They were
Hmm.
side by side, and I think it's a skill issue. I know I said it yesterday, but this is my take on it. They knew that they were going to catch those lap cars. They just knew it. And with 2 laps right before the 2 lap to go mark, there was an opening for Priest to go down low.
And he didn't.
Yes, he could have went low, but then you're opening up the door for Chevys to hop up.
You would
Because I,
open the door for William Byron to make a move,
mm-hmm,
knowing that he's already won in a couple super speedways already too.
yeah, and you can't bank on those
I
lap
was waiting
cars
for
not.
Larson to trying to get down, but no,
Mm,
Cindric was not giving him the work. He was like,
oh yeah,
you ain't taking this away from me.
yeah. Cindric's like, I've been doing this for too long, buddy. Get back in the back like you used to be in these super speedways.
Nah, bro, good on Cindric, man. I'm happy for
I,
Cindric. I'm telling you, I'm happy for Cindric.
the only reason why Priest didn't win that race is because those lap cars
Cars.
stayed low. I watched it. I'm like, Priest has the momentum. Priest is going to get it. And then Cindric ended up crossing first. Again,
I'm like, if one of them would have won, I would have been happy for one of them anyways. So I'm just happy that Cindric finally got his damn win.
well, think about it for a second. If Priest did end up winning and going across the line first, and still with the disqualification he got, that would have been the second time this year that Cindric won a race not crossing the line first.
Yep, that's true.
Well, first one wasn't a point race, but still,
Yes, but still, they took it away from Eric Jones.
bum ass Eric Jones.
But bro, what has going on with this? Before, oh hey, yeah, before the DQs, Nemoto making dumb moves again, like Nemoto doing Nemoto things again. They don't even call the yellow for that because that should have been a yellow.
What do you do? Just spin going on the pit road or something? I think I was
No,
showering at the time.
they were trying to get into pit road and he messed it up, like literally spinning and spinning and spinning, and no caution was called out.
Well, yeah, because they don't want the fans to cry like they did the day before.
But
I'm sorry.
Karma got to Joey Logano after all the yapping, he got
Mm-hmm.
disqualified.
Yep. Just for a loose bolt. And I'm surprised Penske didn't even Didn't appeal it. Nothing.
RFK did not appeal either. Once again, RFK had the worst day again. It's like, again, what's going on with that team, bro? What could go wrong will go wrong. And then the only driver that's actually finishing races is getting disqualified.
Yes, I mean, Priest, man, come on. What a day just for because theirs was different. I think theirs was actual act like on purpose cheating, quote unquote. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna, I'm just saying cheating lightly. I think that was done on purpose, more or less. But a loose bolt on Logano's car, that was a heartbreak. He would have broke his like no championship winner from the season before has not have a hot top five this late in the season. And Joey Logano had the top five until he didn't. And
Having
do
that
I
championship curse this year. I don't know what's going on with the championship here. Like, he's a champion and he's not doing so much for defending champion, bro.
no. No. I mean, he could be the cover of NASCAR 25 and he's just got that cover curse this year beforehand.
Before we even get there. I mean,
Yeah, I
it's an
bet you.
odd year though.
Yeah. Like Will said, 6 wins next year.
Anyways, Larson got promoted to P2.
hmm
That's what I was happy about. I got promoted to P2. Listen, if they would have disqualified Cindric, I would have been like yapping with that Mickey Mouse win.
Hey, Gregson had a P4 finish now
Yep.
with those two
Noah
disqualifications.
Gragson. Yep.
Best of the front row cars. The best one of yesterday.
Even though it's not showing in the table, but yes, he's doing really good too.
Yeah, I think he's the most consistent out of all of them.
Mhm.
I think Haley shows up, Hosevor shows up, but when they want to.
Haley. Oh yeah. Oh, you tell us Spire. You tell us
Yeah,
Spire.
Spire front row.
Zane Smith is turning heads too. Then he's not even. We're not. He's not even talked about.
Holy shit! I'm sorry. I forgot that Haley's no longer.
Zane
Wait, hold on.
Smith is, yeah, he's a spy. He's not a spy. It's Justin Haley, Michael McDowell, and
I
Hocevar
I
in
think I was
Spire.
I think I was used to McDowell being with front row, and that's kind of why I
Front
went
row
there.
is Zane Smith, Todd Gilliland, and Noah Gregson. But yes, but answer to your question, Zane Smith's turning heads this year too. Zane Smith's only minus 33 points to the good in the 23rd position in the points for the playoffs.
I, I'm sorry. He's like Riley Herbst. Hey, this is Zane Smith. He's got his first pole. Where'd he go?
He's not Riley Herbs.
I mean,
Definitely not.
I think he's closer. I mean,
What
I
happened? Okay, so this is what happened. This is what I'm thinking. Zane Smith didn't have a ride last year for front row. So he was like, okay, do whatever you want. And then when you get a spot for you, bring you back. That's what happened with Zane Smith, in my personal opinion.
I mean, he still didn't do anything yesterday. I mean, that front row is just, I don't know what they're doing anymore, to be honest. I really don't. Todd
Their truck
Gilliland
team is
going,
more fun experience. Their truck team's more exciting nowadays.
oh, yeah, definitely. Spire is just, or not
Same thing
Spire.
with
God,
Spire. Spire
forget,
too. Spire too. Spire's
yeah,
their truck series
I
is
just,
more exciting.
I get the two confused so dang much because there was so much like team hopping between
Yep,
the two for crying out loud.
exactly. Man,
Now
no, I mean, go
you
ahead.
wanted to get into the crew chiefs.
Yes,
Why was that?
before I get to this, we did have Austin Dillon finish in the 10th.
Austin Dillon supremacy, AD, Golden Spoon. That's who I thought Joey Logano was talking crap about because I think I was gone. I walked off to take my shower or something like
Hmm.
that. And I come back and I heard the replay. He's like cussing at Austin. I'm like, what the hell did Dillon do now?
That's what
I
I'm
didn't know he was talking
saying.
about Cindric till later.
Uh-huh, exactly. Like, I don't know what's going on there, bro. I really don't know. Anyways, crew chief. Rodney Childress and Spire Motorsports parted ways. Not There's only been 9 races and they're already parted ways. This is what I see it. I'm actually not happy with this because what would you bring in this guy to just get rid of him? I think it's just both sides. I think Rodney Childress, and it shows, and I'm not just attacking Rodney because I want to attack Rodney. I'm attacking Rodney because since the next gen era, he only has what? 2 wins? 1 or 2 wins?
And he went to Spire, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
With Stuart Haas closing down.
Yeah, he had to the 2 wins with Harvick, Richmond, Michigan, and Richmond,
Yep. And
and that almost win at Talladega.
that's it. That's it. That's it. I mean, again, it's going back to it. I feel like some of these old head crew chiefs, they're not gonna deal with this next gen car. That's why everybody's leaving. You see, that's why because Gabe Hart went back, stepped down to the side, stay in the
Mhm.
comp, in the seat, but in the team. But Gabe Hart is already gone. This guy's already gone too. Rodney Childress. That's why, like Matt McCall, like going back to okay, that's my second crew chief. I want to like it's like he's washed. Same thing with Jeremy Bolins. No offense, but Jeremy Bolins is washed. Jeremy Bolins has been already what a couple of years, not too. Like he's been a while, but he's been a crew chief for a minute too, obviously. But again, it's
Mhm.
like the new car has not caught up to them. Same thing that you got booted out of the 21, and you got a brand new crew chief, a rookie crew chief. Only 5 races in, he's already a winner in the Cup Series.
I mean, I don't know. I think the Rodney Childers, I think there's a little bit more to that than what meets the
I
eye. I
feel like
don't think
he's
it's just a
washed.
car.
I think he's
I
washed. That's just my
I don't
opinion.
I think because how when teams get sold like that, like with the charters and stuff like that, the contracts go with the team depending on if they sell it like that as a whole. If not, then Haas would be responsible for paying him or what
Hmm.
was left of his contract. But I'm assuming that he just hopped on Spire, right? I don't want to say front row.
Fire,
Yeah,
fire.
when he hopped on Spire, I really feel like that they just paid him a lump sum amount. He got his money and got the hell out. Because I mean, he's nothing without Harvick. I mean, he's the best damn thing Harvick had. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm
What
saying.
other
It's like,
what other
it's
Kevin
just
Harvick crew chief do you remember? I don't remember a
I don't
single
remember
one.
squat. Same thing with Jeremy Bolins. I mean, Jeremy Bolins is the reason why he was good because of Brad, because he had Brad for so many years. But then again, like Jeremy Bolins is up there in age too, and
I
I feel like this
didn't even
new
know who that
car,
was.
I feel like that new car just got up to him. Jeremy Bolins was basically bounced from Penske to what was that damn team name now, bro? Wood Brothers. So he was just back and
Okay.
forth, back and forth, back and forth. And now he's with RFK. They booted Matt McCall for no reason.
I mean,
And Matt McCall is probably having the last laugh now because again, Spire's gonna come up in my personal opinion.
mhm.
But again, Matt McCall is not the crew chief anymore. Matt McCall is behind the scenes now.
I mean, it's just that whole crew chief thing. I don't know too many crew chiefs. I know Alan Gustafson because he has before, he was crew chief of Kyle Busch way back when. I know Chad Knaus that doesn't crew chief anymore. Rudy Fugle just because I he whenever Byron's on TV, he has to be on TV for
Yep.
some reason.
Well, Rudy Fuel goes every Monday on Sirius XM on the morning drive. So yeah.
I see. I didn't know that either. I know with Larson's crew chief, Cliff Daniels, Clifftopher Daniels, Adam Stevens, and then that other crappy crew chief for fucking
The 19
JGR.
bunch.
Yeah, oh yeah, that peep peep
James
cheerio.
Smalls. Jamie Smalls. Jake's favorite, by the way. That is his favorite. Jamie
Hey,
Smalls.
he's foreign too, isn't he? From
He's
like Australia.
he's Aussie. Yep. Aussie,
I
Aussie.
bet I bet you he's sitting there thinking to himself, like Chase Briscoe's probably hearing box, 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 box. The fuck is that?
I think Ty Dillon's crew chief is also Aussie.
I wouldn't know. I didn't even know he had a crew chief. That's how bad I am with crew chiefs. Like I know Brett Griffin's a spotter. I know TJ Majors is a spotter. That's it.
TJ Majors,
I
Freddie
think he's
Kraft
TJ
Majors
Majors.
is
He's
Brad's
his.
chief. It's Brad spotter.
Then who the fuck is Larson's spotter?
Who is the spotter? I don't
Yeah,
even know
look
his
this up
spotter.
because I won't forget is like when Larson was just taking Denny Hamlin shit. He's like, you just got to do it. You got to hit him. You
Tyler
let this happen.
Munn.
Okay. Because I won't forget that shit because Larson just goes, shut the fuck up.
And you got Eddie DeHaan. Eddie DeHaan's also a crew spotter. Used to be on the 9. Now he's on the 7 for Spire, on the 7 for Xfinity. Because he went to the 4 for Cup, obviously, what happened with that
Mhm.
team. But yes,
Yeah, see, I know crap about anything. You could tell him. You probably know who the left rear tire changer is on the
I do
freaking
for I
78.
know for the 12. I know for the
I
12.
You probably do for the 78 too.
I don't
Which
know.
BJ McLeod, come on, man. Need that supremacy. Need that BJ supremacy at these
That's what
super
I'm saying.
speedways.
That's what I'm saying, man. Oh man, so now that Cindric won, we got a new winner.
10th
Now
one this
that,
season.
huh?
It's like the 10th new winner this season, I believe.
No, he is the sixth winner of the season. Different,
Sixth,
different winner.
Jesus.
So the guy that leads it's in the playoffs that we cared about. We don't care about the regular season, obviously.
Don't you speak for yourself on that. Um,
And
don't say we.
we only care for the regular season if it's for the that counts for the playoffs. Mickey Mouse. I mean Chase Elliott's in seventh now, 107 points to the good.
Mhm.
Tyler Reddick is in eighth with 93 points. Bubba Wallace is 86. Blaney's still plus 66
Wow.
because again, all those playoff points that he gets, that's what's saving him. Alex Bowman 64, Ross Chastain 36, Joey Logano 36, Chase Briscoe plus 25, Chris Buescher plus 20. Last but not least, AJ Allmendinger is plus six to points to the good.
Can we
So now
not?
you know it's
Can we
minus
just?
six now.
Can we please just say the dinger from now on
Okay.
because it's a little nerve wracking. It's a little nerve wracking.
Speaking of, bro, you know that you want to talk about like the regular season, right?
Yeah, yeah. Let me know the
Yeah,
regular
AJ
season.
Allmendinger still minus 173, and then Kyle Busch is in plus 179. And then who the person in 21st is Josh Berry that has a win.
Probably.
Kyle Larson is minus 31 for the regular season standings. William Byron is still your leader for the regular season points.
Which he hasn't done anything except for won the first fucking race and showed up for the next two. Oh, this is like Jimmy Johnson 2006 all over again. Wins the 500, doesn't do crap all year until we get to the chase. Literally, the 24 car is Jimmy Johnson.
Yep, literally cracked and everything. Not cracked, but
Uh, Texas next week. I'm
I can't
starting to
wait.
next gen Texas. It's
It's
kind of
actually
growing on
pretty
me.
decent.
I know
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
it's kind of growing on me. Um,
Why it's going to grow on me? Because we go once a year. That's why. It's not
yeah.
boring because we go once a year. Now we go twice a year, then you're not gonna have the same opinion on this.
I
Because I
mean,
don't.
me personally, I would rather see Texas twice a year than Martinsville or Bristol.
That's true.
Next gens at intermediates need to have 2 dates.
When
I'm
was the
not gonna
last
lie.
time this guy won a race? It's about to be a year, I think.
Talk about Chase Elliott.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at Texas last year.
Yeah, it's about a year now that he has not won a race. Look at that. Would you look at
Mhm.
that?
He's gonna have a fun time next week because he's
Mm.
probably bringing the same damn setup that he brought last year. They're just probably going to do minor adjustments. Chase Elliott deserved that win last year. Any race, I think
He
Chase
did
wins
not
now.
deserve that win last year. I'm negative. It was between Ross Chastain and Denny Hamlin for a lot of laps until a lot of caution laps decided to freaking come out. That would have been Ross Chastain's win. That would have
Well,
gotten him to the playoffs.
it didn't happen, did it?
Nope.
Chastain got his win last year. Kansas, right?
Yeah, Kansas. I
Kansas in
like
the
that
fall.
track. I love that track,
And
man.
that's coming up soon too.
Yup.
I think it's under the Fox banner. I think it's after
It's after Texas.
well, I have my schedule all messed up this year.
Right
I
after
don't
Texas, right after that, and then we got the stupid All-Star race. Will be the last race for Fox. So three more races left to Fox. I mean, two for regular season and All Star if you want to count All Star, because I really don't care about the All Star race, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna be in Florida on my way to Florida during the All-Star race, so I don't give a crap.
I feel you on that. Anyways, guys, you already know we're out. We got like a minute left, so we're gonna be out. Like, subscribe, do what you gotta do. We'll be back next Monday. Anyways, Matt, you already know.
I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.